Hello to you. I do hope you're well. This short video is about how to achieve an A star in A-level religious studies. Now, before we start, can I just apologise for the poor lighting in this video? It has just started raining, even though it's the middle of August. So you probably can't actually see me, but hopefully you can hear me and the tips we will be discussing for securing your A star. So the first thing to know is that securing an A star is absolutely possible. It is going to take hard work, but it is attainable. So, what I think you need to do is visualize yourself on results day opening that envelope, and you've got to think, what result would you be happy to receive? Is it going to be a B? Is it an A? Or might it be an A star? And I really do urge you to aim for an A star, because once you have put that hard work in and you have secured the top mark, that will be with you for the rest of your life. And so if you work hard now, it is a short-term investment for long-term gain. So let's work hard, let's aim high, and let's achieve the A star. So how do we do that? Well, it's important you know there are no shortcuts to an A star, and that applies in every subject, not only in A-level RS, but there are things that we can do to maximize our chances of securing the very top grades. And I would say there are four really important things that you can be doing now in order to maximize your chance of an A star in this subject. The first one is to make sure you know the course. The second is to do extra reading. The third is to write lots of essays. And the fourth is to teach other people the content. So let's talk through them, shall we? And the first one is to know the course. It is so important for securing your A star that you know that textbook like the back of your hand. And I don't just mean that you know a couple of bullet points for each topic. You need to know every scholar and you need to know every evaluation point so that whatever question comes up in the exam, you have got the A star knowledge. And all you then need to do is apply it and write it down in an A star essay. So yeah, it is so important that you know that textbook, that you know that content like the back of your hand. And that will take a lot of time because there is a lot of content to work through. But if you invest that time, you will reap the rewards in the exam when you're able to produce an A star essay. And it is also really important for that A star that you're able to make links and connections between the different topics on the course. So you're able to refer to different philosophers and different theologians for all different topics. So start making those connections. Think about how you can apply scholars that you've studied for the philosophy of religion to a Christianity topic, for example, because when you start making those synoptic links across the course, that will further strengthen your knowledge, and it will then also strengthen the quality of your essays because you'll be able to bring in different scholars and that will strengthen the quality of your writing. So make sure you know the course. Make sure you've got that really in-depth knowledge of both your AO1 knowledge and also your AO2 evaluation points. And that then leads me to number two, which is your reading. Because in order to secure an A star, you've actually got to go beyond your textbook. So you've got to be including things that other students have not included. And the way you will do that is by doing extra reading. So I recommend that once you've studied a topic in school, you actually go home, you go on Google and do some further reading. So see what's been written online and have a read at what different philosophers and different theologians have said. And what that will help you do is to learn about different scholars who are beyond the textbook. So then you can include them in your essays, which will give you the edge over other students who have only read the textbook. And what you will also do, and this is really important, is get some inspiration about writing styles and structures. So the more that you read, the higher quality your own writing will become. So always go away and do extra reading around the topic, whether it's euthanasia, whether it's the teleological argument, or whether it's the problem of evil and suffering. It's also really important that you are reading as many exemplar answers as you can. and you can buy books on Amazon, and you can also download them from the exam board websites. So make sure you are reading and being inspired by A-star essays. As I say, read as many as you can, because then you can get that inspiration and you can take information from them as well to then use and write about in your own essays. So make sure you are reading as many exemplar essays as you possibly can. It's also really important that you are reading the examiner's reports, you know what the exam board are actually looking for, and that you are reading through past paper mark schemes. So again, you can get into the mind of the examiner, and you can then start to include in your essays those A-star features that they are looking for. The third thing you need to do then, which links in very nicely to that, is to write as many essays as you can. Before you go into that exam, you want to have written essays for every single topic and every single question that could possibly come up. So again, this is a real investment in your time, or of your time, I should say, but it again will pay off for you. So make sure that you are looking at past paper questions, make sure you're looking at potential exam style questions for your year of the course as well, and actually just write them. Have a go at answering them and producing your A-star essays, and make sure that you're handing them in to your teacher so they can mark them and give you feedback. And when you then get that feedback, make sure you are acting upon it and you are implementing it. So one thing I did when I was studying the course is I harassed basically my poor teacher with hundreds of essays that I was writing, especially in the last few months before the exam. And I think, to be honest, she was ready to file a restraining order against me, because every time she left her office, there I was with another essay. But I really do believe that that was one of the secrets to me securing my A-star, because by the time I went into that exam room, I had written so many essays, I'd had so much feedback on those essays. I was in a position where I felt I'd really refined my A-star essay technique. So then in the exam, I was able to produce those A-star essays. So, you know, I know it takes a lot of time and some people might find it a little bit boring, but it is so important that you are writing essays for every topic. So I would actually compile a list of practice questions for every single topic on the spec and then tick them off once you have written them, so that you, before you go into that exam, have practiced an essay for every single topic. And that helps you to get comfortable with the style of question the exam board are asking, and it helps you to develop your style of writing as well, so that you've got your A-star knowledge and you're then able to apply it and produce an A-star essay in the exam room. And then my fourth tip, and this is a really important one, is that you then actually teach other people, because we know from research that teaching other people helps you strengthen and secure your understanding of something. So find a friend, grab a parent, and actually teach them a topic you've been struggling with. Something like the ontological argument, for example. And it's important that you teach them not only the knowledge and evaluation, but you then actually teach them the technique for writing an A-star essay as well. Because as I say, teaching other people helps us strengthen and secure our own understanding, so that by the time you go into that exam room, you feel 100% confident that you've got the knowledge and you've got the essay writing ability to produce that A-star content, which is of course what we want to be doing, so we can then open that A-star on results day. So yes, make sure you know the course like the back of your hand, and you pay particular attention to knowing your scholars and making synoptic links. Do that extra reading of, you know, essays people have written, exemplar essays for your exam, and then the examiner's reports as well. Do that redrafting of your own essays so that you are perfecting and refining your A-star structure. And finally, teach other people the content as well. It would also, by the way, be great to hear your tips for securing an A-star in the comments below. And knowing me, I will remember more tips and have to produce another video to update you on those as well. But yes, they're my 4 tips for today. Thank you for joining me. I do hope that's helpful, and any questions that you have got, please do let me know in the comments. Very good luck to you, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye.